Hi, let me just walk you through this sample op-ed article or opinion article. We have the headline, America needs to weatherproof its home badly. You can see already the headline is offering the thesis statement or the argument. After the headline, you have the byline, you have the author who wrote it, and then you have, this is written from the newspaper, you have a little bit of information about who this person is, okay, and it gives the background information. The goal of your opinion article is to persuade your reader, and one of the strategies you use to persuade your reader is to give yourself credibility and authority. You can see already in the very first sentence of this article, the author is explaining their credibility. In my 20 years of responding to the aftermath of hurricanes, floods, and fires, I often encounter Americans. So immediately the readers think, aha, this person has 20 years experience in this topic, okay? You can see that the first paragraph here is giving a little background information and some history, right? And is also trying to appeal to the reader's emotions. So there are three main ways that you persuade your reader. You persuade them through building credibility, that's ethos. You persuade them through pathos, that's the emotion, and you persuade them through logos, and that is building a logical argument where A follows B follows C and it all adds up to D, right? So already we have credibility, ethos, and then you have pathos. For the survivors of the LA fires a year ago, the situation seems especially grim. One resident told me his house had burned to the ground, and the only federal aid he'd received was a check for $770, a one-time payment for emergency items. Okay, so that is appealing to our emotions because we're like, that's not fair, right? So we're a little bit, we should be feeling a little bit, not necessarily angry, but maybe insulted by how unfair that is. We have some information. President Trump has suggested he wants to dismantle or radically scale back the federal government's role in disaster response. He slashed the federal emergency staff by about 10% and changed its acting director twice. Now, this might make you feel one way or another, but actually this is just providing us facts, right? So yes, appeal to emotion. Yes, be authority, be credible, but you also have to provide basic factual information, okay? You see more facts here. Given the colossal cost, this is how much money, these are the dates, this is according to, right? So you have the source of information here. And yeah, you just keep building information, providing facts. You want to avoid any of the logical fallacies that make it seem that you're being too biased or that you're trying to appeal to like popular opinion, or you're trying to cut people down without providing facts or why you are arguing against someone. So look through all those logical fallacies and make sure that you're not being too biased or too illogical. All right, and you can see that the article here isn't super long, right? But you want to end your article by reasserting what your argument is. More disasters are coming and states will bear more of the burden. But by preparing and adapting our homes and communities year-round for the storms to come, every state can build a more resilient future. Okay, thank you.